Welcome back. ICE made a record number of arrests this summer as part of President Trump's immigration crackdown. And this has led to a rising number of third country deportations. That's when the deportees are sent to nations that are not their own. CBS News spoke with one Venezuelan man who came to the U.S. 5 years ago. He was deported to Liberia in West Africa last week. Now he's effectively stateless with nowhere to go while his wife and 5-month-old son remain in the U.S. CBS News immigration correspondent Camilo Montoya-Galvez joins us from Dallas with more on this. Camilo, pretty remarkable. What did this man say to you?
Good morning, Errol. Tellez Sanchez, a Venezuelan immigrant, told us that he had never heard of the West African country of Liberia until last week. He said he only found out that he was getting sent there to that country in Africa hours before that deportation took place last week. And he also told us that during that 15-hour flight, he was handcuffed the entire time.
This is a remote area in Liberia, a country in West Africa where 35-year-old Tellez Sanchez is now stranded after ICE deported him there last week. It is nearly 6,000 miles away from his wife and 5-month-old American son in Dallas.
Do you feel like you're in limbo right now?
Tellez Sanchez had been in the U.S. since 2021 after fleeing his native Venezuela. In Dallas, he worked at a car dealership during the day and drove for Uber Eats at night to support his family. In December 2025, Tellez Sanchez was detained by ICE at a routine immigration appointment, and 8 months later, deported to Africa. I do not understand how a country that considers itself a global hero can act this way towards a human being, he told us. In 2021, an immigration judge granted Tellez Sanchez protection from being sent back to Venezuela, finding that he could be persecuted there. But legally, that order did not prevent ICE from deporting him to any other country.
We're working together.
In Dallas, we met his brother, Juan Tellez.
Good person, family, is a father, hard worker, and no merece esto.
He doesn't deserve what happened to him. You have no idea why he was sent there?
No, I don't know. I don't know, really.
No one has given you an explanation?
No, nothing.
The Trump administration has brokered so-called third country deportation agreements with dozens of nations around the world, including some notoriously dangerous places like South Sudan and the Central African Republic. In Liberia, Tellez Sanchez says he has no clear plan. It's a very difficult situation, he told us, one that I do not wish on anybody.
And Errol, Tellez Sanchez told us that he entered the U.S. illegally along the U.S.-Mexico border back in 2021, but we could not find any criminal charges or convictions beyond that civil immigration violation. The Department of Homeland Security did not respond to our questions about this case. What is clear, according to sources at DHS, is that the administration sees the deportations to Africa, Errol, as an effective deterrent against illegal immigration.
Really remarkable reporting there, Camilo. I also want to ask you about another news item you've been reporting on, and this is that ICE has granted a multi-million-dollar contract to buy controversial electric shock gloves. Tell us about that.
That's right, Errol. According to ICE Immigration and Customs Enforcement, the agency has now awarded a no-bid contract to purchase up to 6,000 gloves that, as you rightly noted, Errol, can deliver painful electric shocks. And the agency is now saying publicly that officers will be outfitted with the gloves and could potentially use them on protesters or immigration detainees who are determined to be non-compliant. The gloves have to be applied directly on the skin of the subjects, and they subdue people, Errol, by inhibiting their muscle movements. That is according to the company that sells the gloves. The price tag for the gloves, Errol, nearly $17 million. All
right, Camilo Montoya-Galvez joining us from Dallas. Folks should always stay close to Camilo's reporting. Camilo, thank you.